Again, there are 21 consonants in English, right? The majority of the consonants are considered regular, meaning they make one consistent sound. However, there are some that are irregular, and we're going to focus on these four: C, G, S, and X. Right? So the letter C actually does not have its own sound. It either makes the following phonemes: the soft sound, which is S, or what we call the hard sound, which is K. So let's look at these words, and there's actually a pattern that they follow and that you teach students so they understand which phoneme to make. So we have scent, city, cycle, and hopefully you notice the initial C for all of these it was soft. And then we have cat and cottage, and if you hopefully heard, the initial C for both of those, it was a hard K. Now, the rule is, looking at our soft C words, if you look at the vowel immediately after, there's E, I, and Y. And that is the rule. Whenever you have the letter C and it's followed immediately by E, I, or Y, it makes the soft phoneme. Any other letter after that C is the hard phoneme. Right? So, scent, city, cycle, they're followed by E, I, and Y. So therefore, it's going to be the soft C sound. The same rule applies to the letter G. So the letter G, I'm going to fix that. The letter G also makes hard and soft sounds. Right? The soft sound is J, like the J phoneme. The hard sound we write like this is a G. So let's look at our example. We have gentle, gigantic, gym. So if you looked at the initial G in all three of these, and you notice what's immediately following it: E, I, and Y. So once again, like the letter C, if a G is followed by E, I, or Y, it makes the soft phoneme. So gentle, gigantic, gym. They make the soft phoneme, which is the J sound. And the other letter makes the hard phoneme, which is G. So we have game, gum, goat. They make the hard G sound. Now if you look at gigantic, it has both. We have gigantic. We have the hard G here, but if you notice what follows it, an A, which is not obviously an E, I, or Y. So C and G both have hard and soft sounds. So keep those in mind and keep the rule in mind. Now we're going to go to letter S. The letter S also has other phonemes, okay? It can make a sh phoneme, as in sure and sugar. So that's pronunciation, okay? It can also make a z phoneme, as in his and reason. Right? Reason and his. And then obviously it makes a S sound, right? And you remember from our previous lesson, what letter S has several blends, so it can make several different sounds. Right, now let's go to the letter X. Right? The X has three different phonemes. Right? It can make the X sound, as in ox, box. Right? So if you hear the X, ox, box, right? So this letter X, the grapheme X, makes the phoneme KS, X, right? So also we have this one. I've also seen this written in some books as GS, just if you were to look it up. For the example would be accept. So accept, we sort of make a z sound there, all right? So letter X makes the phoneme g in this word accept. And the very last one is it can make the z phoneme, as in xylophone, all right? All right. So the letter X can have three different phonemes that we teach our students. So. All right, so we're now going to go from consonants back to vowels. All right, today we're going to talk about what we call Bossy R's. Right. And that is the cheesy phrase that we teach kids to help them remember. So otherwise known as R-controlled vowels. That's why they're bossy. Okay. So whenever any vowel is followed by the R changes the sound. Right? So the sound differs based on the vowel. So some examples we have are AR. Okay, that makes its own sound. Car. R. All right, the R is matched with the A, and it's not, if you notice, this is not a short A sound. It's a brand new sound. It's R. All right, so which is called the Bossy R. Okay, OR. All right, for example, is the word for, and you can also do ORE, as in for golf. All right, so that makes the OR sound. So we have R, OR. And if you notice, we're not saying short A, we're not saying short O. All right, you don't really hear that ooh. It's combined together, they make a brand new sound. So it's an R-controlled vowel. The R changes the vowel sound. R, or, and then IR, ER, and UR all make the same sound. So fir, as in a fir tree, right? Her, and then UR you can do fir again, or another blur. So, This is why I'm sure you've seen young students writing, like with the word her. I've seen it spelled HIR by a lot of young learners, right? Because they sound so similar. How do students know when to use which one? It's just gonna have to be sight word practice, and you're just gonna have to practice with the students, and the more they see it, the more familiar they are, hopefully they'll learn, because there's not a set rule. If you notice, these are all at the end of a word. There's no set rule for knowing when to use IR, ER, UR, right? So you just have to learn.